Yes, ma'am. I have completed my homework.
Okay. So, say something about the history of English language.
Okay, ma'am. Uh, we know that English is an international language, and but more than 70% 70% word have come to the foreign have come to the other language, and and those of words are included in English language without 30% words. 30% words are the real words in English language. And according to the placement of language, it is a second place in the place of language statement. And we know that 36 crore people speak in English as their mother language, and 76 crore people are speaking English without without their mother language. And I know that Beowulf is the most uh, heritage in the in English language. And Phlegio language is the most closest language in English language.
Beowulf is the fast text in English language. Okay, very good, Mamun. You have gathered some information about the history of English literature also with the knowledge of history of English language. Very nice. And now I want to go
Ma'am,
with yes,
I want to say something about rhetoric.
rhetoric. Okay, sure. But after
Yes,
some time, we will speak about rhetoric. Okay, Mamun. Now I want to go Nadim. Okay, Nadim, say something about uh, phonetics and phonology.
Hello, ma'am.
Nadim, are you present in the class?
Yes, ma'am, but I cannot complete my homework.
Why?
Ma'am, today I was really busy and I also journey because today I came in my hostel.
So, do you like to be a silent listener for today's class?
Ma'am, when
You need to improve your English. So, you have to speak about at least something, okay?
okay, ma'am.
You just cannot quit the topic or skip any topic. You have to speak about it, okay? Say something about phonetics. You have said something about phonetics in the earlier class.
Ma'am, can I repeat this?
Yeah, sure, you can repeat this, but in your own way.
Okay, ma'am, I will try. And phonetics is one kind of uh, expression of sound and how I express myself when we communicate other people and uh, we all know that in all over the world here have uh, many
have been absent for days. That is why you are facing this kind of problem. Look at you. Try to say, try to speak up. Nadim, are you there? Okay, I think he is facing some problem. Okay, Mamun, now you can say something about the rhetoric.
Okay, ma'am. I am familiar with this topic because I had a course in the class of 12. I had a course. This course name is Fasahat Balagat, and Fasahat Balagat means rhetoric. Rhetoric, another meaning of rhetoric, decoration, eloquence, etc. So I wanted to say that uh, when a speaker try to speak in any language, and this time he obviously he follows some rules, some structure, uh, some structure, because he wanted to he want because he wants to decorate his sentence. As a result, he uses some structure, some rules. Some rules. That's why he speak very fluently and beautifully. And we can say it rhetoric and eloquence and decorated. And finally, I wanted to say that uh, rhetoric means using rhetoric. We can decorate our sentence.
Yeah, very good, Mamun. Rhetoric is the figure of speech, and it is the ornamentation of sentences, decoration of any sentence. Very good.
Yes, ma'am. I have a course in the class of 12. This course name was Fasahat Balagat and Mantik. And English meaning of this course, rhetoric.
Okay, could you please write it down the term in the group? I also want to know the exact term you
Okay,
are
ma'am.
saying. Okay.
Ma'am, I want to say something about phonetics.
Yeah, sure. Of course, you can.
Okay, ma'am. We
Mamun,
know that.
you are doing very well. We always praise you for your collaboration with us. But now I'm saying something to you. You need to improve much more in your style of speaking, and that is whatever you are saying, do not say or speak it in a like a learner mode. Okay, you have to say it like a lecturer type. Okay, like you are giving a lecture. Whenever you are define something, try to say it in a rhythm, in a lyrical form, right? Just don't act like that you are a student and you are giving an answer to a question. Don't play a role like that. Rather, you should define the topic in a way that just you are just giving a lecture in a class. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Say it in a lyrical form or rhythmic pattern. Okay, now start to say something about phonetics in that way.
Okay, now I will discuss about the topic of phonetics. Uh, we know that there are 26 letters in English language, and they have they have they have own pronunciation, and there are some selective pronunciation to pronunciation this letter. Uh, when a speaker speak in this language and those language, obviously he will try to pronounce this letter very beautifully and smoothly and easily. Uh, uh, we can call it phonetics.
You are again giving an answer, not a lecture. Okay, okay, now I want to go with Nadim. Nadim, now it is your turn to speak up.
Ma'am, can you repeat here? Network problem, ma'am.
You just complete your homework. Okay, say something about phonetics, but not as a student, but as you are giving a lecture. Like that way, complete your homework. Okay, say something about phonetics in that way.
Okay, ma'am. Phonetics is a branch of linguistics, and is a one kind of uh, s- sound, uh, and how we uh, deliver our sentence, or how we deliver our expression, and it is a one kind of phonetics. And uh, we know that in our in English language uh, have uh, 26 letters, and all the letters have different sound, and it is called phonetics. And for example, we when uh, when pronounce letter A, uh, we just uh, try to pronounce uh, various kind, like a, a, and this is called phonetics.
Okay, very good. So Nadim, do you have any information about rhetoric?
No, ma'am. Today I'm not.
Okay, okay, it's okay. Okay, so now I'm going to speak about the phonetics. Okay, so phonetic transcription represents the speech sounds of any language. Okay, the language system or the study of any language is a very complex system, and phonetics is the sound system of any language. And what is morphology? Morphology is the study of words in any language, that is known as morphology, and the study of sentence structure known as syntax, right? And the study of meaning of any sentences is known as semantics. Okay, you can write it down in a paper if you have any problem. Okay, what is phonetics then? Speech sound. And what is morphology? Morphology is the study of words, and the syntax is the study of sentence structures, and semantics is the study of meaning of any sentence. Right? Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So
Ma'am,
any
last repeat.
language. Yes, Nadim?
Last one, repeat, please, ma'am.
Yeah, semantics. Semantics is the study of meaning in the sentences. So any language begins with listening and producing sounds like phones and phonemes. Okay. So that study of the sound that can be pronounced by human beings is called phonetics. Okay. So phonetics studies physiological features and function. It includes analysis of speech sounds, right? Phonetics includes analysis of speech sounds, and there exist three levels of speech sound, and these are, please write it down. First of all, production. And what is the meaning of production? The meaning of production is that analysis of a speech sound at the level of articulation. Articulation means when we articulate any sounds. Analysis of speech sounds at the level of articulation is known as production. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And the second level is acoustics. Acoustic is the analysis of speech sounds at the level of different properties of sound waves. It's about the sound rhythm. Okay? Whenever we speak, we use some kind of wave rhythm in a sound system like music, right? When we speak, somehow we raise our voice. We know that when we should raise our voice, when we should low our voices, and that is known as acoustics. Okay, write it down, please. Okay, and the third one is the auditory. And auditory is always in a relation with our intellectual perception of any sound. Analysis of sound at the reception in our intellect. that is known as auditory. Analysis of speech sounds at the reception in our intellect. And all these terms, phonetics, phonology, and productions, so these terms are all inside in one study, and that is known as linguistic. Linguistics means study of any language. Okay. So there are two parts of phonology, and the two parts are phone and phoneme. Write it down also, phone and phoneme. So what is phone? Phone is an phone is the smallest unit of speech. Phone is the smallest unit of speech sound distinguishing one from the another. And what is the phoneme? Phoneme is a distinguishing speech sound in a language that may change a word or meaning. Right? Phone is the smallest unit of speech sound distinguishing one from the another. It is all about the unit of speech, and the phoneme is a kind of different thing. Phoneme is a kind of a speech sound that may change a word of that may change a meaning of any word. Am I clear? Like
Yes, ma'am.
by by using some sound system, you can also change the meaning of any word. Okay, like a mode. Okay, whenever I say okay, if I say in a polite form, it's like that way. Okay, then the meaning will always signify the polite version of okay. But if I say okay like that way, so that is a angry mode, and that is that is the meaning of phoneme. Am I clear? Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
It is all about the mode. Okay, if you say some sentences or words in an angry mode, then the meaning of the words or the sentence may change. But if you say it in a polite form, then it will be a different. If you say it in a kind of asking, then it will be a question, like that way. So your voice, your speech, your sound system in a speech can change the meaning of word, and that is known as phoneme. But phone is the smallest unit of speech sound. Okay. Speak about the articulation. How do we articulate one word? It is about the articulation, the system of articulation. Okay, this section of phonetics always investigates the use of different speech organ to produce some speech sound. Okay, so whenever we pronounce word bat, bow, we use our lips and throat and a certain way to release air from our lungs. Okay, So the physical organs of our body are also responsible for the articulation of speech sound. And we all know that. We use our physical organ for the articulation, right? We use our vocal cord, nasal cavity, nose, oral form, lungs, jaw, teeth, lips, like that. Whenever you will say the teeth, you will use your teeth as well as the air inside your teeth, right? You can practically investigate, okay, you can say it, or and you can also check it out by yourself, okay. We use our vocal tract, mouth, oral cavity for articulation. So now I am going to say about the places of articulation. Please write it down, the places of articulation. Places means the physical organs of articulation. The physical organs of articulation. First of all, glottal. Glottal obviously are vocal cords. Whenever we speak, we use our vocal cords, right? Glottal. Then dental. Dental means teeth. And then labiodental. Labiodental. After that, bilabial. Okay, bilabial. Then alveolar. 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 Alveolar means the mouth, okay, means the upper mouth. Okay, like that in Bengali, whenever we use talbosha, we use our alveolar, right? Talbosha, like that way. You can check it out by yourself by using some pronunciation, okay? Please, like if you use the word teeth, you are, and if you was like mouth, say the term mouth. Now you are using your two lips by by the by using your mouth. You are doing the pronunciation mouth, the word mouth, right? And after the alveolar is post alveolar. Post alveolar. Post alveolar is the back part or back portion of the alveolar, okay. Then palatal. Palate or palatal. After that, velar. Velar, okay. These are the places of articulation. Okay, now I am going to say about the manners of articulation. Please write it down, the manners of articulation. So what is the manner of articulation? The way in which we release or take the air to articulate sounds. It is all about the air system. Okay, it is all about the air system. The manner of articulation, always involve the air of articulation. Now, tongue. We use your tongue. Look at that. Just try to pronounce the word tongue. Whenever you are uh, doing the pronunciation of that term tongue, you are using your tongue, right? টাং শব্দটাকে উচ্চারণ করার জন্য কিন্তু তোমাকে টাংটাকেই ইউজ করতে হচ্ছে, রাইট? নিজেরা উচ্চারণ করে করে দেখে নাও, এটা আমি এটাই বলতে চাইছি।
जी मैम।
ওকে, আফটার দ্যাট লিপস, টিথ, buccal cavity,
ম্যাম
then
এটা একটু
buccal, buccal cavity, alveolar ridge, hard palate. Okay, tongue is also known as lingua. Lingua. Then nasal cavity, soft palate, then pharynx, then larynx, epiglottis and vocal cords. Vocal cords and the glottal are the same. So, articulation has 5 parts, and these are places of articulation, manners of articulation, use of vocal apparatus, classification of sounds, and act of expressing something. Okay. Act is also important in the procedure of articulation. Am I clear?
यस मैम।
Places of articulations, manner of articulation, classification of sounds, act of expressing something, and use of vocal apparatus. Right? Okay. Now, I'm going to say something about sounds in a language. Sounds in a language are classified into 3 categories. Please write it down. Sounds in a language are classified in 3 categories, and these are known as, first of all, vowels. Okay? Vowels, then diphthongs, diphthongs, DIPH, diphthongs, THONGS, diphthongs. And the third one is consonant, right? So now I am going to say about the vowels. Please write it down. In the articulation system, vowels has a role. And what is the role of vowel? Speech sounds articulated without any obstacle in our ear system mechanism or vocal tract. আমাদের ভোকাল ট্র্যাক্টে মানে আমরা যে সমস্ত শব্দগুলোকে বাতাস টেনে ব্যবহার না করে উচ্চারণ করতে পারি সেইগুলো হলো ভাওয়েল। ভাওয়েলের সময় আমাদেরকে কিন্তু এয়ার স্ট্রিমটাকে বা ভোকাল কর্ডে বাইরের হাওয়াটাকে না টেনে আমরা উচ্চারণ করতে পারি, কিন্তু কনসোনেন্টের ক্ষেত্রে কিন্তু আমাদেরকে এয়ার স্ট্রিমটা ইউজ করতে হয়। তাই লেখো vowels, speech sounds articulated without any obstacle in our ear system known as vowel. So how many vowels exist in English language? Please, anyone in the class, give me the
Five,
answer.
ma'am.
Yes,
A,
5.
I,
A, E, I, O, U. These are the pure vowels. But A, E, I, O, U are the pure vowels, but there also exist some other vowels. So in English language, we see 12 pure vowels except A, E, I, O, U. Like when we use double E, that is also a vowel.
ma'am, is it semi-vowel?
Yeah, these are semi vowels. Okay, and that is also known as pure vowels. Like meat and seat for SIT, seat, car, book, B double OK. So these are also vowels. Now diphthongs. So diphthongs are the articulation of two joined vowels. Articulation of the two joined vowel. Joined vowel known as the diphthongs, like kite. You are using the term kite. Now here you will see there exist two vowels, I and E. And play also, in the word play we are seeing that there exist two vowel, A and Y. And the term oil also has two vowel, O and I. Home has two vowels. So joined vowels, so two vowels known as the diphthongs. Okay, and there are 8 diphthongs. There are 8 diphthongs in English language and 12 pure vowels. And then consonant. Consonant Consonants are sounds that are articulated with the airstream mechanism or the vocal tract and the release of the air. By releasing the air, we pronounce consonant. So, while pronouncing the word or sound like F, we use our lower lip and upper teeth also, and together we hold the air in our mouth. Okay, and we release the air, and that is how we pronounce the sound F. F. Okay, now I am releasing the air F. You can see that. So that is consonant, and we all know there are 24 consonants in English language. So 12 pure vowels, 8 diphthongs, and 24 consonants in English language. Do you have any question? Okay, good evening, Akib. How are
Good
you?
evening, ma'am. Ignore of ma'am. I'm fine, ma'am.
Okay, are you listening the class?
Yes, miss.
Okay. Okay, I will speak about the rhetoric in the next class, not today. Yes, Mamun.
Ma'am, is there any materials to know this kind of classification, production, vowel, consonant? Uh,
Yes, of course, I will provide that in the group. Okay,
okay, ma'am.
I'll
Thank you.
provide the materials in the group, and all of you will read about that. And of course, in the next class, I will give the homework rhetoric. Read something about rhetoric, and after that, when you will complete your homework, I will say something about rhetoric in the next class, not today. And with that, I want to give some homework about topic. I'll test a topic and the other topic also. But in this week, as I have said earlier, that I am not going to give any music or any stories or poetry. Okay, am I clear,
Okay, ma'am.
Akib? In this week, I am going to just teach about language, language system, and some topics, right? Not any kind of literary system of language. Okay, Akib,
Yes,
am
miss.
I?
Yes, miss. Understand.
Okay, okay, okay. Very good. So I will provide some materials in the group, and take care. And that is all for today. Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Thank you, ma'am. Allah.